Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. JC here with another video on Action Taimanin. Today we're going to check the bonus stage of Welcome to Heilong, and I'm not going to do an auto farm here. I mean, after doing some adjustments, I can do this auto, but what's the fun of it? I'm also not going to use OP stuff like Astaroth, Oboro, or Murasaki. These characters are going to work no matter what you do. Also, Shisui. So instead, we're gonna do something a little bit more interesting. Also, Phantasma would be pretty easy. Spinel is risky but doable, and Lapis pretty easy to do as well. So we're gonna do someone who doesn't have that much HP recovery, and I'm gonna go with Aina. Aina is interesting. So first of all, I'm gonna put the critical Magatemas on place. I'm gonna be using Butterfly Cannon, which a ton of players should have because they were given F2P. Or maybe you have Kaja Hirako, or maybe you. Honestly, you shouldn't have selected Sakuras or Hebikos because Sakura and Hebiko do have good enough weapons. They don't need the butterfly weapon. But yeah, let's check what she's gonna be doing. She has critical Magatemes. She also has not pufferfish, the summer weapon, 5 out of 5 plus 14 on the subslot with whatever Magatemes. This one 5 out of 5 plus 14 as well. Aina is gonna be level 87. And let's see what I want to do. Nah, I don't want to go blue. Let's see. Green, pretty easy, and I can crit on this kind of content, so it's doable. And red, nah, not the best idea. I'll go with green then. With bullet dance, no, bullet storm, and bullet dance is, yeah. I was used to using this on green and red, but now that I have used it on blue, I think it's cooler on blue because it's like a ton of damage, of single target damage. Let's see. Nope. Not a good idea, even though the speed increase is nice. Doable. Healing. Yep, definitely. I want healing. Because this one, when I have the drone shooter, says during extreme dodge, call one automatic attack drone, and then calls one healing drone. So even though the healing isn't the best, it's still very useful. So, you can trivialize this battle if you have buffs removal. You can use this. You can use. It is not as efficient, but you can use Sora. It has when hit removes 4 buffs. So you have to receive hits, but you have a chance to remove the enemy's buffs. I don't know if there probably are some other supporters that provide buff removal, but I don't remember if there are. So let's see. What can I do and what do I want to do? I'm not going to stop the enemy. Having more damage, it's a good idea. So I'm gonna do this because it gives me also defense. I actually could go. No, but because this is not F2P. But I can go F2P. Yeah, why not? Let's go F2P. Like this. My weapons are pretty F2P, if you know. They have been giving us tickets and such, so it is F2P. No. Which event supporter I can use that gives me good damage? Oh. Reduce damage. But the enemy, the boss counts as human. This is mixed. And there's machines, so no. Not using that. Okay, I'll use a gacha support, but something that is not limited. Nano? Nah, I'll use... Yeah, I'll use Kawaru. Kawaru is good enough because I have critical mega damage. So, fastest shot, drone shooter, bullet storm, and Kawaru, Vacation Baretta, and Torajiro. If you want to change the order, that's fine. 30 seconds, create magnetic field, reduce. Actually, I'm gonna change it. Why not? This effect is not that bad. It's a 10-second duration, 20-second downtime. Pretty good, actually. Pretty spammable. So, let's go with this one. If I don't kill the enemy, maybe I'll do another run with a different character. So let's see. First, I just shred the enemies into pieces. And what is the command for the other one? Hold the bait? Okay, hold the bait. Oh yeah, I didn't use the... I was thinking about the attack that fires like 4 cannons. Oh, guys, super important. This is extremely difficult, mainly because there's 2 options. Either you use Phantasma Supporter or any other form of buff removal, or you deal an insane amount of damage to eliminate these kind of enemies, because this guy buffs himself with a regen, so he's gonna be recovering a ton of HP. Look at that, look at that. He's doing it, but I don't want to deal with him. So there's those 2 options. There's a third one, not the best option, and that is to have someone like Murasaki who can heal herself, and you stay with this guy for a while until the buff runs out, and then you kill him. Which, I mean, you can for sure, but it's such a hassle to do it that way. So yeah, unfortunately, that's what most newer players will have to do, because I don't think that newer players will have the kind of damage necessary to beat those bosses, basically. The same can be said about Mai. Mai is the boss at the very end, and she gets a defense increase buff. Though this might seem like a good opportunity to use Homare now, that guy. It is actually not, because most of the enemies don't buff themselves. Only a handful of them, like the human-ish guy that looks like a monster and Mai do buff themselves. And there we go, nice. So yeah, basically this bonus revolves around damage. If you have enough damage, you can eliminate the enemy. In fact, I almost managed to kill Mai with Emily's ulti on number 2, on bonus number 2. Let's see. I'm gonna keep track of the HP so that I don't end up killing it. This boss. So yeah, it was like 1 or 2 basics away from being dead, just with the ultimate. So that's something you can do. You can use your ultimate to eliminate the enemy if you have high enough damage. So recommendations: use Astaroth, use whatever you have, the strongest character that you have. And if it's not strong enough to one-shot stuff, then perhaps you want to save your ultimate and have HP recovery options. Come on. Mm, like, Mai is so annoying. So annoying. Because she summons these familiars which interrupt your actions. It's like living the Halloween event once again, you know? The one with the ghost. The difficult one. Not that it was difficult, it's just annoying because they stun you with their attacks. Because not always do you have super armor. When you're moving, you don't have super armor. You have some amount of super armor when you do certain attacks. Let's see. Hey, don't! Okay. Yeah, I can do it, but I have to be pretty careful, very careful. Okay, good, good, good. Nice. Okay, doing it, doing it. And also the active. And it didn't work. Okay. 300 I'm gonna stop. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna one-shot it on 300, but I have proven my point long enough, right, guys? I mean, thanks to the HP recovery option, even if I'm running low of HP, I can just do this. I can just stall while recovering. Where are you? There. And I could ulti, but I'm not going to ulti. You see, it's kind of risky. So that's enough. That's enough. So let's do it with another character that it's not that busted. Let's see. Like, as I mentioned, if you want to beat this super easily, Emily's there, Astaroth. If you have a Skullface, Oboro is an option. You need a Skullface because you want the HP recovery. Though you have control, you would need to be really, really careful and have a supporter that gives you HP recovery. Skullface is gonna eliminate that need, and it's gonna make the run pretty easy thanks to its HP recovery. I'll save Kurenai to when we get the runs for her. Let's go with Ingrid. Like I mentioned, Ingrid is pretty good for beginners. She is really strong, but she has a glaring weakness, and it's that if she's not one-shotting stuff, then she's gonna have troubles. Let's go with the build that I recommended, the blue one. For blue is gonna be super easy. I mean, green is also pretty good, but since I have the pack weapon, I don't want to show that. So let's go with Dark Flame, Evil Heart Blast. Let's see, increase range of pretty good for this specific stage. Blink, increase damage. Interrupt action. Hellfire. No, I'm gonna go with Blink, obviously. So here you do want the most damage possible, and we're talking about a protect type demon character. So what can I equip? I can equip Kirara, Blackbeard Kirara, but if you go F2P, you can equip instead Lilim. Lilim over here. Lilim. There. I'm gonna equip Anna Rose. And if you're going F2P, I suggest Hebico. That's a great option, actually. Unfortunately, using the big 3 is not an option here because it's a mixed stage. So that's not helping those supporters. As a filler, you can use Omine Nana, and in my case, I think I can go with this. This is going to give me damage reduction and increase my basic speed. Yeah. Yeah, I can do it. I don't know. I will equip a fourth skill in this case, just because I can right now. But you should be okay with this. I just want to take advantage of the fact that I'm using the speed increase here and the basic enhancement of that supporter and pair it with a basic enhancer. I'm gonna use the good one in the form of Demon Swordsmanship. Sinister Flame is good and all, but this is more single target and we are facing a ton of enemies, as you saw. So this should be fine. Again, I'm gonna try to not kill the enemy. If you have other requests of different characters that you wanna see, let me know in the comments and I might do them. Because we have a little bit of time before new content is added. And you see how everything explodes. Pretty fast. Really, really fast. And this thing is alive. That's bad. Let's fix that. Hey, stop. Okay, it did hit. It did hit. Okay, it's good even so. No issues, no issues. So, as long as you're able to kill the enemies in a few hits, you're gonna be fine with Ingrid. But if you don't, like in VR, then it's a pretty difficult character to use. Because she does get interrupted, she has some amount of super armor in some skills, but not in everything, especially the basics. So, yeah. Keep that in mind, and look at that. Oh, come on. It is a little bit too slow. I mean, being slow is good, but not on big stages. That's the issue. This attack is very good for a cramped stage with big bulky enemies like the first boss of the story mode, the robot. That's an excellent target for this skill. Okay, nice. So I could ulti, but I don't want to ulti. It's because this skill is just so good. Look at that. And it's done. I tell you, the combination of those two skills, the what's the name? Evil Heart Blast and Dark Flame, is just amazing to clear waves. But I gotta admit, like, you have to focus. You have to target. It's not like just mashing a button and that's it. Because if you don't position yourself properly, if you are in a big stage, this is not going to help you. Okay, good. You see that this is gonna be way faster. Way faster. And I have to be careful because I might end up killing this one. Let's see. I'll leave it with 1,000. Nice. Just cause, even though it doesn't help me. Come on. There. Do you think Mai is gonna become a playable character? I don't know about that, guys. I mean, she does look polished enough, but still, the whole summoning mechanic and her attacks. Maybe we will see her. I think she's polished enough, but I have my doubts. Let's see. Come on, just a couple more hits. And I didn't use the ultimate. Come on, there. And I stopped using Dark Flame because it's gonna destroy her if I do. Come on, where are you? Why didn't it hit? Oh. Yeah, it's also pretty good to have, as you saw, Kirara, because Kirara is helping me with healing. Constant healing. That's more than enough. I stopped using Dark Flame, which really diminished my DPS. I didn't use the ultimate, so it is clear that I can beat this bot. Let's do just one more for the lulz. So, which other character isn't like extremely busted, but it's still viable? Like, unfortunately, I'm not gonna do this with Rinko. Rinko is not. I mean, she does have potential to deal with enemy waves, but she's just too vulnerable. She needs super armor, guys. We already know that Eleanor is strong, so we don't need that footage. How about Heavy Cove? Yeah, Heavy Cove, for the fun of it. Could go with blue, classic blue, with the limited equipment, but let's go a different color. I really want to go blue, but I won't, because I always use blue. But it's just the best one to deal with waves of enemies. This is single target, but we can go red. We can do red. So, especially because we can crit in this one. Let's see, we're gonna use Octopus Field as our AoE. And Choke. Choke, increase attack range. What other options do I have? The counter? No. Increase damage by 10, but I get near the enemy. That's risky. I don't have HP recovery. That's risky. Choke. No, I'll use angling. Let's see. Yeah, I'll use angling. Increase damage by 20% for 10 seconds. So yeah, with this. Since I'm going red, I think I'm gonna use. Oops, wait, this is not suppress. Oops, no. I was thinking about using my. Which one? Which one? Okay, this is interesting. What are my options? Okay, I can use this Barretta to increase damage. She's human. The enemies are mixed. I am not debuffing, or well, technically, maybe I am. Octopus Field. Increase attack frequency. No, I'm not debuffing. Reduces speed. Yeah, I am debuffing, but for how long again? 5 seconds, forget it. 5 seconds is not good enough, and I'm not gonna use the constricting, well, the snaring skill. Well, this is difficult. For once. Even with these many options, I don't know which one would be the best. I mean, of course, Rin would be the best, but I don't have her. Like, I have her at this level 1, and not level up. For suppress, skill damage up, okay. And now, what can I equip that heals myself? Or something similar. Anerosis for demons. This one would give me value most of the time. I guess this is good enough. Like, forget about the damage. Snaring the enemy and having heal on demand, that's pretty good. Just because of that. I get some value out of the damage increase, but not like this is the best option. Let's see. Let's go with Bride. Just checking the colors. Let's go with Bride. So, Tentacle Angling, Octopus Field, Octopus Ink. I'm gonna be using Kakuryo, which I get some amount of benefit from this. I think the damage increase. But if I didn't, what would I use? Increase critical damage against enemies. Not bad, but not a good percentage actually. The berserker weapons are bad. This one is good if you use the snaring ability. And this one is usable with Heaviko, but why bother? Guess what, guys? I got another one of these with the ticket from the Inageya coins. Nice. I had already got one with a reroll from the exchange facility, and now I got another one of these. Like, why do I keep getting stuff that I already have maxed out? Really? That's why I'm not going to get the support ticket. So, anyways, let's go with Heaviko and let's finish this. I think that if I play safe-ish, I shouldn't have problems. There we go. Vomit. Wait a moment. That skill inflicts a debuff? Well, maybe I have more benefit out of... let's see. Inflicts... I see a debuff over there. Yeah. I guess I do have more benefit than I thought while using... Suzune. I almost forgot about her name. Yeah, look at the damage. It isn't that bad. Some of the characters have these really busted damage on red, which we can take advantage of. But it is not the most balanced thing, or they don't have HP recovery, so people do neglect those builds. But here's a prime example of why they are so good. Nice. Come on. Something like this. And... destroy... oh, come on. Destroyed. Are her basics slower? I remember them being... oh, yeah, I don't have the... no, but I didn't use before the... oh, no, I did. I think before I used to use the Sakura weapon. That's why they were faster, because they went 10% faster. Because at the time when I used that, it used to be... how much? Copy is level 1. So yeah, I'm used to faster basic attacks from this. And I really like the normal basic attacks, not the enhanced version. When it's fast. It's really good for single target damage. There. Eliminate them. Nice. So this one I am lazy and I don't want to deal with them. So let's just do this. And... bleh. There we go. Like, why does she look down when she does that? Like, it just... well, doesn't matter. I'm going to evade. Come on, evade. And do double. And then I'm going to charge. And then she's going to escape. Nice. Okay. Oh, but I don't have the camouflage. Weird. In any case, I already defeated all the enemies. And I haven't had the need to use Susune so far. So that's good. Come on. 1, 2, 3. And... I just gotta keep attacking. Oh! HP recovery. Guys, don't try, even though it might be appealing, don't try using supporters that give you HP regen reduction. Like, what's the name? Santa Anemone, the spider girl, the Christmas Anemone. Those are pretty bad. Okay, now I'm going to use the Susune to heal myself, and I can just wait a little bit. And you see, I'm healed. Bleh. Where are you going? There. And I just heal myself. And I increase my damage. And I do this once more. Pretty good, pretty useful. Like, yeah, even though I know now that Aina is a good farmer, she's still pretty bad for challenging content overall. Even Heaviko is doing pretty well. She's not doing as well as Ingrid, but she's doing well. I mean, Ingrid is meant to deal a ton of damage. And if she can crit, well, then that's better. Only to 1,000. I mean, I could go beyond, but there's no need for it. 1, 2, and take this. There. So I'm gonna stop it there. And if there's any other character that you want to check on this stage, because for once we have an actual difficult stage, let me know in the comments and I'll make some runs with those. Obviously, I'm trying to avoid the busted ones, the obvious picks that I mentioned at the beginning. And remember guys, you do not want to use Homare now. Or Litva? I don't know, I don't have her, I haven't done the dispatch. But the one that gives you extra damage on buffed enemies. Because there's only 2 enemies on the whole stage that buff themselves. And you're gonna lose damage on against everyone else, against the mobs. So even if you have a good amount of damage and you can deal with them, like, why would you? Just focus on removing the buffs. That's a better option. And as I mentioned, I avoid using that, but you can cheese it. It's there. You can take advantage of that. So, let me know if this was difficult for you or if it was just another bonus stage. The moment I noticed that I couldn't auto farm it naturally with the normal farming setup, I said, okay, this stage is actually difficult. So, let me know in the comments. I'll be seeing you next time. Bye!